Ever since the NBA came to be in the 1940s, the game of basketball has seen many good players. However, there have come a few who shine like none other in NBA history, who helped the game to evolve to its modern day form and could never be forgotten. So in today's video, we'll talk about some of the NBA legends, what they did, and where they are now.
But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with a copy of NBA 2K22 and Madden 22. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
First off, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is known in the NBA as the greatest player who ever set foot on the court because of his recorded stats. When Kareem retired from basketball in 1989, the 42-year-old had more points, block shots, most valuable player awards, and all-star selections than anyone in NBA history, and the points total he has still stands today. However, a points record isn't the only thing Kareem gave basketball. Another thing he brought to the court was his signature move, the infamous sky hook. Although many players tried to copy the move, no one was able to quite do it like Kareem. While it's also true that Kareem himself regarded the move as somewhat unsexy, it still turned out to be one of the most deadly weapons in the NBA. Not only that, Kareem also brought a paradigm shift in the NBA when it came to the center position. Before Kareem, it was characterized only by power and size. However, when Kareem started playing, he brought unmatched grace, agility, and versatility to the position. Another interesting thing about Kareem's career is the fact that he scored in double figures in 787 games straight. Wow, that's huge. When Kareem Abdul-Jabbar retired in 1989 at the age of 42, it marked the end of an era in the NBA. Certainly, everyone was sad to see him go. However, the legend was just stepping out of the court and not going elsewhere. Since his retirement, Kareem has authored several books, worked in the entertainment industry, and has been a basketball ambassador. He also coached in the NBA and appeared as an analyst and a commentator on sports channels. Moving on, Larry Bird. There comes along a player once every generation or so who can truly be defined by the team superstar. Larry Bird was that player. Bird was so full of confidence that he just walked to the opponent's bench before the game and predict a 40-point performance by himself. He's such a great shooter when it came to taking shots that it's rumored that he used to make three-pointers with his eyes closed during training. Larry was a tough player known as one of the best passers in the NBA, surpassed only by maybe Magic Johnson. Another interesting thing about Larry is the fact that despite being so good himself, he never pulled the spotlight on himself and instead inspired his teammates to bring out the best in them. But the impact Larry had on the Celtics was huge. He enabled them to overhaul their entire franchise, suffering from poor attendance and plays in the 1970s. With Bird as the headliner, Celtics then went from drawing boos to being 3-time NBA champions and 10-time Atlantic Division winners. Bird retired in 1992 after winning a gold medal at the Olympics in Barcelona due to back pain. On his retirement, then Commissioner of the NBA David J. Stern regarded Larry as someone who would become the reason for a generation of fans to view and love the NBA. He had a huge impact on revitalizing the NBA as a brand. The legendary playmaker is the only person in NBA history to win MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive Year awards in a career. After his retirement, he coached the Pacers but stepped down in 2017 as its president for doing things outside basketball. He also worked as an executive in the NBA and is running a hotel and car dealership in Indiana. Up next, Magic Johnson. Earvin Johnson, or more famously known as Magic, was a force to be reckoned with on the basketball court. When the 6'9" player entered the league, he was the tallest point guard in NBA history. He'd have such an influence on the game of basketball that the players coming after him wished they came years earlier to be able to see Johnson in action with their own eyes. With his insane athleticism during his 13-year career, he made the fans wonder how such a big man could do so many things with his body and the ball. The answer was simple: it's magic. The NBA world remembers Magic Johnson as someone who became the reason for the addition of the term triple-double to the basketball's lexicon with his all-around play. He's regarded as one of the best passers in NBA history. Throughout his career, he remained a persistent and loyal Laker and took the franchise to new heights. After his retirement in 1996, Magic remained tied to basketball as one of the many owners of the Los Angeles Sparks of the WNBA. He also remained president of basketball operations of the Los Angeles Lakers for a few years. Currently, he's looking after many thriving business interests, along with ownership stake in the Los Angeles Dodgers and Los Angeles FC. Up next, Michael Jordan. While the NBA has had many great players, Michael Jordan has the distinction of being considered the excellence personified by all, even outside the NBA. He rejuvenated the NBA and pushed it back into every household. Few in the history of NBA can match the accolades, championships, and awards won by the great Michael Jordan. He had a unique combination of grace, speed, power, improvisation, and above all, competitiveness that shaped Michael to be the greatest player of all time. He'd get 6 NBA championships, 6 NBA Finals MVP, 10-time All-NBA First Team, 14-time NBA All-Star, 3-time NBA All-Star MVP, and retired with the highest scoring average for a career of 30.1 points per game. However, it wasn't the number of his awards that put him on a higher pedestal pedestal than everybody else. Rather, Michael had a far-reaching effect on the game. He spearheaded the globalization of the NBA with his dynamic on-court abilities and a personal style that sold it to the masses. He also pioneered baggy-style shorts in basketball. Referred to as Black Jesus on the court for his strong presence, Michael was an athlete loved by the crowds for his accessibility. He's visible to the masses as a part of a sneaker advertising campaign, as well as the star of the movie Space Jam. In his post-retirement life, Jordan bought a minority stake in the Charlotte Bobcats in 2006. In 2010, he bought majority stakes of the team and renamed them the Hornets to reunite the city with the nickname of its first NBA franchise. These days, Jordan is actively involved in philanthropic work, especially in the Charlotte community. Moving on, always alive in our hearts, is Kobe Bryant. After Michael Jordan happened, it felt as if nobody could be as influential as him in the NBA. However, the Black Mamba proved that he'd not only fill his shoes, but build a separate name for himself in the game. That's exactly what he did. Coming over to the NBA only at 18 years old, Kobe brought with him an unprecedented drive and maturity, well beyond his years. During his early days, he played without a care in the world, and it's that attitude and innocence which made the whole world fall in love with him. The 5-time NBA champion Kobe Bryant had his sights set on top from the get-go. He knew he was in the game to be the ultimate best. Apart from all the stats he posted in his career, he set the standard for how an athlete's work ethic should be. Kobe was considered an almost psycho for his training regime. Many players tried to outwork him. However, guess who always made it crystal clear that he's willing to work harder than everyone? Kobe. The Mamba's most magical performance came when the Lakers played against the Raptors at Staples Center. Kobe went on to drop a whopping 81 points on the Raptors that night, establishing it as the NBA's second highest scoring game in history. Not only did Kobe strive to be the best, but he also pushed and sometimes even dragged his teammates to the best version of themselves. He retired in April 2016 after a 20-year career, leaving behind a rich legacy. Afterwards, he was actively involved in coaching and the establishment of sports facilities for aspiring athletes. Unfortunately, Kobe died in a helicopter crash in January of 2020. And finally, LeBron James. LeBron appeared in the NBA as an alarm clock for the entire league, who put the fans, teams, and even established stars on alert. Even as a rookie, LeBron had speed, strength, and court sense, a trifecta that helped him to go a long way. It's a testimony to his greatness that despite still being active on the court, this video couldn't have been complete without LeBron in it. The 4-time NBA champion is well on his way to becoming the greatest of all time after passing up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in career points this season. He's magical with a 20/20 court vision, soaring dunks, step-back three-pointers, and epic chase-down blocks. Even at the ripe age of 37, there's no match for his dominance, agility, and athleticism on the court. He's a 4-time NBA Finals MVP, 18-time NBA All-Star, 3-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, and an 18-time NBA All-Time selection. We wish James the best of luck for his next season and hope to see him on top of career points leaderboard. And that's a wrap for this video. What do you think about these NBA legends? Which one is your favorite? Let us know in the comments down below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.